Welcome back to the NBFA channel. We have just completed 3 very exciting weeks of regular season football. We have finally made it into the postseason, and I, for one, am very excited. These past 3 weeks of games have been really fun to make. It's been really exciting to play the game and see all these crazy moments happen, all of these plays happen. I'm having a grand time, and I can't wait to see the higher stakes in playoff football. That's going to be coming up pretty soon. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to go through all of the teams that have made it to the playoffs, and towards the end, we're going to be looking at the final standings of each group from groups A to H, and just seeing where you guys end up on. I have a couple of things to say. The first announcement is going to be this. I know in the intro before the games were getting uploaded that I had said that the championship was going to be a best of 3. We are going to amend that. It will be 1 game only. I'm going to be not lazy this time. Going to make a neutral field, and both teams who make it to the finals will have 1 shot. They're going to play 1 game to declare themselves as champions. It'll no longer be a best of 3. It is going to be 1 game. So that is my first thing I want to say. And secondly, a little less important in terms of the playoff structure, but a very important thing to say nonetheless. I just want to give a huge thank you to everybody who has been following along over these last few months. This was supposed to be a lot faster of a project, but we've had a lot of hiccups happen IRL that's kind of really helped slow down the production. But even coming back and getting out these last bunches of videos and stuff like that came back to a ton of views, and I am very thankful for everyone who is sticking around, people who are coming in, clicking and watching through these videos. I really appreciate all the support. It means a lot, especially for a game that I, in a sense, fell in love with way back when. It's good to see. It's just nice to see that there's people out there that are still in this specific community, or at least are taking interest in this game. So I just want to thank everybody that's been watching, for one, and then I want to give a second thank you, a very huge thank you, to all of the players who have signed up prior to the beginning of this league. Y'all have given me a lot of motivation, and it is really great to see y'all ball out in this game and putting that in a video for everyone to witness. It's been the big motivator for getting this done, and I just can't wait to see what other seasons provide. So I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who is put in players for this league. That shows me that y'all believed in, helped me. It helps motivate me to finish, and it showed that y'all had some belief to come and support this very out of left field project for me. So I just want to thank you all again for all the support. With all the sentimental stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and run through this playoff bracket. Let's go ahead and run through the teams who have made it, starting off in Group A. Group A, first place, the LA Legends, beating every team in their group last week, beating the Monsters, going into the postseason a perfect 3-0. Coming up in second in Group A, also making the playoffs, the Miami Monsters, 2-1, falling last week to the Legends, but with a high explosive offense. They put up enough points to beat out the last 2 teams in the division. They are moving on into the playoffs. Moving on next to Group B, the winners at a 2-1 goes to the Houston Spiders, led by Frankie Ta. Had a bit of a rough start, but they came back and beat out their last two teams. They're moving on into the playoffs. Second place, the New Orleans Angels, also going 2-1, getting the advantage on the point differential, scored across 3 games. They're going to go behind the Spiders into the playoffs out of Group B. Coming out of Group C, the Oregon Mustangs sitting at 2-1. Had a slow start at the beginning, but picked it right back up, especially at the end, winning 30-10 against Orlando. They are moving into the playoffs as the leader of Group C. Up next, Pittsburgh Paragons. They also went 2-1, and they were that close with a differential of 14 to Oregon's 15. They were only down by 1 point to take the first position out of Group C, but nevertheless, they have made it to the playoffs. Coming out of Group D, we have the Indianapolis Gunners sitting at 2-1 at first in their group. And the second team coming out of Group D, surprisingly being the Denver Dollars. Going into this, they probably had one of the weakest teams on paper, but the roster showed they got some heart. They are moving to compete for championship glory here in the playoffs. Coming past the halfway mark, we have at Group E, the Philadelphia Voltage. Perfect 3-0 record, did everything they needed to do to come out of their group. They are moving on into the playoffs. And coming up behind the Voltage, it'll be the St. Louis Jets with the 2-1 record. This is one of the most high-octane offenses the league has to offer. They will be a treat to watch going into the playoffs. Speaking of high-octane offenses, moving down to Group F, we've got the Cleveland Trojans, a perfect 3-0 regular season, scored 71 points across 3 games. They will also be a treat to watch going into the playoffs. Coming up behind the Trojans is the Baltimore Wolves. After a shaky start against said Trojans, they managed to come out in close games against the Bobcats and the Kings. They, with their 2 wins, are going to move on to playoff competition. Second to last group over in Group G, first place goes to the Atlanta Diamonds, winning 3 games straight. Another top-tier offense to look out in this next stage of football. Coming up behind the Diamonds will be the Detroit Eagles at a 1-2 record. Worst record in the playoffs. However, they took their last week and made a statement as to why they should be there against one of the highly regarded teams prior to the beginning of the season in the Aces. They are looking to shock the whole world with a deep playoff run. Rounding out the group leaders down in Group H, the Green Bay Clovers sitting at a 2-1 record, led by running back Gage Ryder. He's been putting on numbers for them this season. They have a very devastating rushing attack coming into the postseason. Last but certainly not least, the Washington Cougars, also at a 2-1 record, stealing the final playoff spot out of Group H from right under the Outlaws with their defeat last week against them. They are looking to take it all the way to the final game. That is our round out. That is our 16 teams. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. Going ahead, looking around at this bracket right here, we've already got some big matchups for you right here. Just to name a few: LA taking on New Orleans in the first round. We've got Atlanta going up against Washington, Miami and Houston on that right side. We got the Cleveland Trojans and the St. Louis Jets with their offenses probably going to participate in a shootout. Detroit defense, we're going to see how far Detroit will go as the worst recording team in this playoffs. There's a lot of stories here. I can't wait to get into this. And with that, that is it from me. As we are signing off here, we're going to be flashing a bunch of the final standings, see where your team has ended up within your respective groups. That is all from me. Next time you see this channel, we'll be in playoff football. It is going to be a blast. I want to thank you all for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Get your alerts on. It's going to be crazy these last few weeks. Good luck to everybody. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you all later.